Hey, shalom and praise the Lord. So let us have a short encouragement today. Whose voice are you listening to? Whose voice speaks louder in your life? There was a voice that spoke to Adam and Eve and it blessed them, and that was the voice of God and told them, do not eat the tree, the fruit of good and evil. And then there's a voice that came and disregarded whatever God had commanded Adam and Eve to do. And this voice told them the opposite of what God told them. And immediately Eve in the book of Genesis chapter 3 listened to the voice that was different from the voice of God. That was in the beginning of the fall of man. And that is when the authority of man was grabbed away from him and the devil began to rule. And that was the genesis of evilness, because everything that God created was good. Everything that God has spoken over your life is good. Every prophetic word, every promise, the Lord, every truth He has spoken to you, every word that He has written in the Bible is true about your life. But the reason why you are not dominating in what God has spoken over your life is because you are listening to a different voice. You're listening to the voice that tells you you are not enough, you are not worthy, you cannot make it, you are not smart, you are not intelligent. But listen, you have the power and the choice to listen to the voice that speaks better things in your life than what the world or the devil is speaking to you. Now, you have to begin by understanding who truly are you? Where did you come from? Who is the owner of your life? Who is the author of your life? What was the genesis of your life? What is the purpose of your life? Now, when you begin to understand your purpose as a man, you bring yourself to the position that you're supposed to take. So, when you get to understand who you are, when you get to understand your identity, it's like you've been given an orientation in a job. So the orientation is you to coming to a place whereby you identify your job responsibility, you identify your tasks, and you've been able to understand them. Now, when you are living in your life, you have the superior authority. You have your CEO, that is God. And so God is the one that is going to be speaking to you now, managing your direction, managing what is going to come ahead of you. And so you have to be so keen in a way that you listen to Him, not just yesterday, but today, and listen to Him tomorrow. Because God is not just a God of yesterday, He's a God of today and He's a God of tomorrow. So there is nothing under the earth that comes early before Him or comes late when He has already passed on. And so you have to come and understand that the voice of the devil might be lifted anytime, because what the devil is trying to do is fight against whatever God has spoken in your life. He knows that Jesus is the Son of God. Yes, yet he goes and asks him, if you are the Son of God, turn these stones into bread. Look at this. But Jesus, being full of knowledge, understanding who he was, understanding his purpose, he tells him, get behind me, devil. You need to shut those voices that are speaking to you. Tell those voices to get behind you and learn to listen to the voice of God through His word. Sometimes God will through dreams. Sometimes He will speak to you through visions. Sometimes through great men and women of God. Sometimes in your moment of meditation, He will speak to you when you're praying. He will speak to you when you're sleeping. Learn to listen to the voice of God and shut off any voice that the devil is trying to lift against your life. Now, understand this. The devil will not approach you in a suit, neither will he come with blood on his mouth and tell you, oh, who are you? You cannot make it. No, the devil will use anyone. He can use your parents, he can use your friends, he can use your colleagues, he can use your manager, he can use anyone to make you not to listen to the voice of God. He will tell you can't make it. He will tell you you're not perfect. He will tell you you're not good. He will tell you you are ugly. He will tell you you're not beautiful. Why? Because he wants you to miss the purpose. And life is all about purpose. A man without purpose is like a dead man. So when you miss your purpose, when you miss what you are in life, when you cannot explain your value as a person, when you cannot identify your importance as a person, when you cannot identify your uniqueness as a person, not because you have a weakness inside of you, but because you've allowed yourself to listen to the voice that spoke outside, and you allowed those voices to internalize in you, it hurt you, corrode you, and make you feel like you're not worthy. When you miss this, you're just like a dead person who is just getting rotten. But when you understand that it is not about what other people speak, it is about what God speaks about you, you begin to cancel whatever people speak that does not align to the purpose of God in your life, that does not align to where you are going, that does not align to the vision God has given you, that does not align to the promises of God over your life. Now, today I just want to encourage you, shut down every voices. I don't care who told you, how they told you, why they told you. Now, as long as it does not align to the purpose and the will of God in your life, and it is making you feel less of yourself, shut it off and begin to seek the voice of God. God bless you.